When I was little, I just knew I always liked math classes, science classes, that kind of stuff. And growing up, everybody's like, hey, you'll be a rocket scientist, you'll be an engineer. And at first I was like, nah, that's not what girls do, it's not what I'm gonna do. And as I got older, I started looking into what engineers actually do. And I was like, oh, this actually does sound like something that fascinates me, because I've always loved problem solving. I liked doing puzzles as a kid. I was a weird little nerd, as some people might say, but yeah. And then I went off to college, took classes. Originally I went for civil engineering, decided, hey, I don't like these classes as much as I like the mechanical classes, and changed my degree to mechanical engineering. And then my junior year of college, I had an internship here at Quantum, and I got a lot of hands-on experience here and really found that this is what I want to do with my life. My name's Hannah Witt. I'm a mechanical engineer. Primarily the product line that I work on designs machines that work in web handling industries. So they pretty much any company that has something that comes on a roll. So if you have medical mask materials, you could do packaging materials like Splenda packets, anything like that. We've designed machines to make those industries more efficient. They produce less waste, they have less downtime. Overall, good things for a company. In high school, I actually took classes at the community college and got some exposure there. I got some of my general education credits out of the way, and then I went to a 4-year university and got my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. And there, like the first couple years, you have general education classes and you get a little bit of exposure to, if you choose an engineering degree, you get to work with mechanical classes, you have circuits classes, you have industrial type of classes and civil engineering classes, so you get a little bit of exposure to everything and you get to see, hey, this is what I really want to do with my life, or no, this is not at all for me. And as an engineer, you're responsible for any design work that needs to be done on a project, so you might be running through calculations, you might be modeling your job in SolidWorks, creating prints, job details. We use AutoCAD too, but once you're satisfied with designs, you're responsible for putting together bills of materials, which includes all the parts and items that need to be purchased in order to build a machine. After they're done purchasing materials for the jobs, they'll start assembling on the shop floor. And we could be very involved with the assembly, and they might have questions like, hey, how does this work? How does this go together? How do we put this together? Or they'll be like, hey, this doesn't work. It doesn't turn out like how you planned. So we're responsible for troubleshooting, helping them figure out how to solve the issues that they have on the floor. And any given day, you could be working on numerous projects at a time. So you could be at the beginning stages of one. So you could be at your computer half the day and then out on the shop floor troubleshooting problems that they may have. The best part of my career is the opportunities to continue to learn and grow as an engineer, because definitely me walking in 2 years ago, I did not know a lot of things. So there's always new projects, new ideas, new anything that you can imagine that you can be working on, and that's just good. It's important to keep learning so that you don't get bored with what you're doing with your life. And the skills needed to be successful as an engineer would be to have good analytical skills. You need to be able to look at a problem, figure out what your problem is, analyze it, come up with a solution to the problem. And I'd say that's probably your number one. Communication skills are also very important, because you may have great ideas that blow everybody else's ideas out of the water, but if you can't communicate them effectively to your peers, you can't do anything with those ideas because they won't understand what's going on. I would tell anybody trying to go into this field of work to not be afraid to do it. It sounds tough, it sounds hard, especially for female engineers who don't have a lot of peers who look like them in the industry, so it's kind of daunting. So going in and just giving it your best is the best advice I could give.